Good evening with the sports world. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. It required a one-day ton from Sophie Divine to get New Zealand women over the line against the West Indies women in the first limited overs game at Lincoln. Divine posted 108 in New Zealand's total of 278 for 9, inclusive of 8 fours and 2 sixes, off just 103 deliveries. Here's how she brought up her ton.
Lines a little bit. And that's going to go for 6 runs, hits the picket fence on the full, Divine down on one knee and just sweeping.
This is a pretty enjoyable time to be out there.
And this is lofted on the offside, and it's a 6! It is the longest boundary on the offside. It was effortless from Sophie Divine. The bowler, the off-spinner, coming in and bowling to Divine. And they're looking for a single. They're going to take it. Green's having to scamper. Divine gets home. It is the 3 figures for Sophie Divine, and it is well earned. A sneaky little single. She takes her helmet off, and her bat is raised. And Sophie Divine, the exquisitely talented all-rounder, 28-year-old, has notched her century.
The Windies skipper Stephanie Taylor took 3 for 54. She later returned with the bat to top score with 90, but the Windies women still fell short by just 1 run, reaching 277 for 9 in 50 overs. Daniel Treasure, Daniel Titus and Omari Seeley all swam CC Can and Crifter qualifying times in their events at last night's long course championships at the Aquatic Centre. Treasure clocked 1 minute 10.45 seconds for a Crifter qualifying time in the girls' 13 to 1400 meter backstroke. Titus was timed at 1 minute 6.50 seconds in the 15 to 17 girls' 100 meter backstroke to beat both the CC Can and Crifter times, while Seeley swam 29.79 seconds in the boys' 11 to 12 50 meter butterfly.
Boys 13 to 14 200 meter IM and the full field on the blocks for this 2.5 minute race. A nice even start as expected, but after about 2 minutes of swimming, coming down the home stretch in the freestyle stroke and leading the pack was McCullum Clark of Alpha, coming home to take this one in 2 minutes 27.48 seconds from Eric Lashley of Pirates. Boys 11 to 12 50 meter butterfly, into the waters they go, and check out the action in the center lane of the pool. That looks to be Omari Seeley of Alpha, coming home at a blistering pace, pulling ahead of the field with every stroke. A full body length now and extending it and pulling away from the competition. Did I say competition? What competition? He had virtually none at this stage, just himself on the clock, coming home in 29.79 seconds. That's a CC Can qualifying time. Stay tuned for the boys 13 to 14 50 meter free. This is the butterfly, and no clear leader just yet. And they start to separate themselves, usually around the halfway mark. But it was clear at this stage that this was going to be a 2-man race. Kai Trotman of Titans in the white and red cap trying his best to hold off a quick finishing Neil Skinner of Pirates. This one going right down to the wire. Who'll get to the wall first? It looks like Trotman just ahead of Skinner in 29.33 seconds. Sean Green, Cbc Sports.
A member of the Jamaican women's bobsleigh team that competed at the recent Winter Olympics tested positive for a banned substance in January. The athlete has been notified of the violation by the International Bobsleigh and Skeleton Federation, and she now faces the possibility of a 4-year suspension. The Jamaican team that finished 19th in the 2-woman bobsleigh in Pyeongchang was comprised of American-born driver Jasmine Fenlater Victorian and the former track sprinter Kerry Russell. Attempts to contact both women were unsuccessful. The bobsleigh team received a lot of attention in Pyeongchang as they were the first female athletes from the Caribbean island nation to compete at a Winter Olympics. Their breakthrough appearance came 30 years after Jamaica men's team competed at the Calgary Olympics, inspiring the highly successful movie Cool Runnings. Girls punks on the visiting Spring Memorial in their latest clash at Martindale's Road in the schoolgirls basketball tournament. They chewed up the opposition with a commanding 33-point win. CBC Sean Green reports on some of the action.
They send Michael School at home to Springer Memorial in the blue and yellow. And wait, so easy? Elisa Squires feeds Zara Ashby through the gate for 2. Springer catching a break, and here Arima Fields on the go, going up for the fadeaway pass, kidnapped by Tower Lord and taken up court A little bubble, but she gets it under control. Dishes out to Alexandra Yard, who misses the shot, but Lord is there for the recovery. The home team looking for another bucket. Finds Sashina Small. She misses, but Springer has possession. Looking to free the ball, but Squares is in the way once more, and she knows what to do. Another easy 2 for her. And to add insult to injury, Squares with the steal. Candy from the baby taking out these 3. Another 2 points for her game high 21. St. Michael's leading 25-9 at the half. Second half action, and Squares picking up from where she left off. And if she's allowed to do this, then Springer Memorial was in for some deep trouble. At the other end, Springer found it extremely difficult to find the mark. That one missing, and that one as well, as the Cougars were all over them like a bad rash. Yard with a quick decision to make, finds Ashby inside the paint, and she floats it up for 2 of her 9 in the game. But Springer had their moments as well. Aaliyah Coppin sending up a prayer, which is answered, giving the small Springer contingent something to finally cheer about. Springer, encouraged by that, injected some venom into their game. That's Fields on the go again. The ball gets back to her, and she makes it all the way through. Squares finding the tower, the bounce, and she makes it good. But this game clearly belonged to Squares and the rest of the St. Michael Cougars, winning 49-16.
And thanks, Sean. And that's it for the sports world. But up next is the weather with Kerry-Ann O'Neill.